Imagine this. You wake up one morning, the sunlight streaming through your window, the world outside humming with its usual rhythm. But something feels off. It's not the kind of unease you can pinpoint. No looming deadline, no unresolved argument, no tangible threat. It's deeper, quieter, almost imperceptible, like a faint hum in the back of your mind. You go about your day, brushing your teeth, making coffee, scrolling through your phone, but the feeling persists. It's as if the world you're living in is a stage, and you're an actor who's forgotten their lines. You're playing a role, but you can't remember who wrote the script or why you agreed to it in the first place. Now, imagine this. What if this feeling isn't just a fleeting moment of existential dread? What if it's a signal, a faint whisper from some deeper part of yourself trying to tell you something urgent? What if the life you're living, the one filled with routines, expectations, and carefully curated identities, isn't really yours? What if you've been sleepwalking through a dream that someone else designed? Here's the paradox. You are more connected than ever to people, to information, to the world, yet you feel more disconnected from yourself. You have more tools to shape your identity, yet you feel less certain of who you are. You are free to choose, yet you feel trapped. How can this be? How can you live in a world of endless possibilities and yet feel so confined? Think about it. You were born into a world that handed you a script before you could even speak. Go to school, get a job, buy a house, retire, die. These are the milestones, the markers of a successful life. But who decided this? Who decided that your worth is tied to your productivity, that your value is measured by your possessions, that your identity is defined by your job title, and more importantly, why did you agree to it? Here's the unsettling truth. You didn't. Not consciously, at least. You were born into a system, a culture, a set of norms that shaped you before you even knew what shaping was. Your desires, your fears, your ambitions. How many of them are truly yours? How many were planted there by parents, teachers, advertisers, algorithms? How much of your life is a performance, a carefully constructed facade designed to earn approval, avoid judgment, or simply survive? And yet, here's the twist. You can't just walk away. You can't simply discard the script and start over, because the script isn't just a set of rules. It's a story, a narrative that gives your life meaning. Without it, you risk falling into the void, the terrifying abyss of existential freedom. As Jean-Paul Sartre once said, man is condemned to be free, free to choose, free to create, free to define yourself, but also free to fail, free to despair, free to confront the unbearable weight of your own existence. So here's the question. How do you live authentically in a world that constantly tries to define you? How do you find your true self when you've been wearing masks for so long that you've forgotten what your face looks like? How do you break free from the invisible chains of societal expectations without losing yourself in the process? This is not just a philosophical musing. It's a psychological and existential crisis that lurks beneath the surface of modern life. It's the tension between who you are and who you're expected to be. It's the conflict between the self you've constructed and the self you've buried. It's the silent struggle that keeps you awake at night, staring at the ceiling, wondering if this is all there is. But here's the thing. This crisis is also an opportunity. Because the moment you feel this tension, the moment you sense that something is off, is the moment you begin to wake up. It's the first step toward breaking free, toward reclaiming your life, toward discovering who you really are. The ultimate truth is this: authenticity is not just a personal goal. It is a radical act of defiance against a world that seeks to define you. It is a reclaiming of your humanity in a system that reduces you to a cog in a machine, a consumer in a market, a data point in an algorithm. It is a declaration that you are more than your job title, your social status, your possessions. You are a living, breathing, feeling being, a universe of thoughts, emotions, and possibilities. And your life is not a script to be followed, but a story to be written. This realization is not just empowering, it is transformative. It changes the way you see yourself, the way you see others, and the way you see the world. It allows you to break free from the invisible chains of inauthenticity and step into a life that is truly your own. But it also comes with a profound responsibility, because the moment you choose authenticity, you become a mirror for others. Your courage becomes a challenge. Your freedom becomes an invitation. Your truth becomes a beacon. This is why authenticity matters. It is not just about personal fulfillment. It is about collective liberation. When you live authentically, you give others permission to do the same. You create ripples of change that extend far beyond yourself, challenging the status quo and inspiring others to question the scripts they've been given. In a world that thrives on conformity, authenticity is a revolutionary act. But here's the final, most powerful realization. Authenticity is not a destination, so take that step. Embrace the uncertainty, confront the fears, reclaim your freedom, and remember, you are not alone. You are part of a long line of rebels, dreamers, and truth seekers who have dared to live authentically in a world that tries to define them. Their courage is your courage. Their freedom is your freedom. Their truth is your truth. The journey begins now, but be warned, once you step into the light of authenticity, there's no turning back, and that's the most beautiful thing of all.